All right. Hi, everybody. So, I told Erin that I would be recording an episode of Pawperty Damage. If you didn't see our last episode, Pawperty Damage, it's an okay game. I would say it's an okay game. We're gonna do a run here. We're just gonna play as Thrash because they're my favorite. And if you haven't seen this game, it's kaiju furry. I love it. You just smash shit. It's so good. Look at me. I'm destroying buildings. So, about what I was talking. So I told Erin that I was gonna play this game, and I'm not a liar. So I'm playing the game, but I had something much more sinister planned for afterwards. You may have seen it. I don't know how much of the beginning of this recording I left in. But there's another game I had downloading on Steam that we've also played before. That is, I gotta say, one of my favorite visual novels. That we're just gonna speed through, because it is maybe gayer than this? I don't know if that's possible. We never got to the gay part though, and I feel like that's an injustice to the gay virtual novel community. So of course, I want to play my favorite gay virtual novel on the show again. I forgot this game has those like oh, I forgot I can zoom out. Zooming out is so nice. Yeah, this game is pretty good. I gotta say, as far as like games go, this is one of them. Oh, and now we're at stomping size. Oh, okay. Come on, let me through. Ooh, interesting. Are we fast enough to get to that? We are. Let's go. Oh yeah. Let me pick up a car. Come on, let me pick up a car. Oh, it refills fully. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, I think this is the best I've ever done. It might be. I actually don't know. Okay. Damn, I'm so thick. Okay, we got another building to destroy. I didn't need to eat that car, I guess. But I did it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. We are fucking these things up. Am I too tall to grab cars now? I think I am. I'm also too tall to swipe at buildings. I think this might be the biggest. Oh, I can pick that up. Give me that. Do we have anything warranting here? Let me swipe this building. Oh yeah. At this point, I can just walk into buildings and deal damage. Was I causing some weird graphical error with how big I am? Oh, come on. Make it, make it, make it, make it. Come on, you know you wanna. Bam! Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I really can't pick up any of these. Oh. interesting. Oh, we hit it. All we had to do was hit it. Nice. I don't know where I found something to pick up, but I did. That's super cool. I think this is the best I've ever done. Like, by far. Do we have any... Oh, we got one. Let's hit that. I think we did it. I think we dominated this town. Yeah. Nice. Wow. That's the best I've ever done on all 3 of those. Nice. Alright. Well, that was enough that YouTube will probably give me one of the thumbnails in Pawperty Damage. So now we can play the better game. Oh, it's still broken as hell. Alright, let's watch the PV first, because it's awesome. This shit rocks, dog. I'm rocking so hard right now. No one's ever rocked as hard as I'm rocking. It's so good. Alright, whatever. Oh. Oh. Ow. Oh, ow. Oh. Ouchie. Alright. That hurt. That was a loud ass sound. It is white ground that extends before my eyes. When I fell down, it was painful. It was cold, but I have felt nothing as time passes. Is it paralyzed, or has frostbite been caused? Thinking so was also troublesome, Mizuki thought. This country, 4 seasons exist in Arisu Kingdom. It has rainy season and early summer, too. There are many tourists attracted by beautiful towns that do not change for a long time. To have a large country, it is possible for self-sufficiency. It is the large country which is relied on by other countries because of there is military force too. Death may be good if I die. It is sad to leave parents and foster parent. How many years have passed? Work by myself, prepare meals by myself, spend every day with no aim, no dream, no future prospect. It was more painful than I thought. Even if it was poor, suicidal wish would not have happened if I am happy. Though I thought about such things, it is useless. Black appears near my eye incidentally. They are elegant black leather shoes. Never have such a splendid thing if it is not a noble family. Fell. Someone's voice. It is a man. Or froze to death. Somebody muttered impudently. There was not enough energy to identify the face. It is likely a guy of the slum, everybody thought. How should do to move the lip getting cold completely from the umbrella? Whether thin skin ruptured? I tasted a little blood smell. The guy like you does not shake one voice in this snow. I might die soon, though a rich poor gap is existing so much. What are the kingdom doing? If I say I am a prince, I will hit you if you are fine. It cannot understand whether he really laughed or not, though. I am a prince. The man still says impudently. I thought it was a surprising self-introduction. If it is, Mizuki will say impudently too. I died at any rate, even if a prince. He cannot judge a Mizuki if he died. As I say, because I cannot hit you, I do it. The imperial family does not know anything about the slum. You are a child who was born in the slum, whether you were raised in the slum or sold to Shokan, a place where there are many noble, beautiful women. You are a man. You can move a country just to warm the buttocks and throne. Though it is respected by outside country, as we can see, the kingdom does nothing. Everything becomes black before your eyes. I intended to talk, but did not know whether it reached the person who introduced oneself the prince. In the first place, will there be the person giving a prince really there? The consciousness of Mizuki completely came off in darkness before long. Do you understand why I love this game? Do you, I mean, I'm reading this like a person, as if there's nothing wrong. I It's so good. The light coming in through the window shoots Mizuki's eyes. Mizuki rubbed eyes and got up since it groaned a little. It is the room not known by sight, simple but noble clothes not accustomed to put on. A bandage was rolled hard round the hand. It has a sense similar in the foot, though it doesn't see. The bandage withers in the hand, and Kitsu turns over and was withering. Con. It has a sense similar in the foot, though it doesn't see. Ah, woke up. Be treated? Be exchanged clothes? Where am I? It was a girl who had entered. She's wearing maid clothes which are disproportionate to a childish figure. Is she serving in such place? My name is Natsume. I am working in Royal Palace. It was not a girl, but it seems a boy somehow. It seems to be the Royal Palace here, incidentally. Did yesterday's prince help me? Yes, he did. Natsume laughed innocently and offered Mizuki a plate. There were a roast of meat thought to be cooked. No? Here it is. There were a roast of meat thought to be cock, and the soup which was so yellow that it was almost orange on the plate. It smelled like the pumpkin. Bread was baked plumply. Would you like some oranges? Because you must be hungry. This menu. Don't mind if you cannot eat such things, because I'll make you things which are more kind to stomach. The plate was put on the knee. The smell that had not been smelt before tickled nose. Mizuki felt the sense that appetite aroused for the first time. Though the roast of chicken has a firm body, it was so soft that it was able to easily chew. Mizuki stuffed mouth with bread and ate it up immediately. Pumpkin soup was so sweet and just warm to soak into the body. Even in the room it is very cold without heating. I became glad for some reason such that the wick of the body was tickled. I have ever eaten oranges so many times, but eating so sweet oranges without bitterness was the first time. I became slightly annoyed when I thought whether this was a special privilege of the imperial family. Mizuki received tea given timely. I did not know a lot about tea, but it smelled good. You seem to get well. It was an unknown man entering the room. However, I am familiar with the voice. It is the man who talked right before I lost consciousness. He has a noble body. The clothes were simple but not cheap. The person who I saw only his feet seemed to really be a prince. Why did you save me? Though you were saved, is there no etiquette? Wanting to be saved is not being saved at all. It means it is worse for the imperial family to leave the nation seem to die. It is your duty to save, isn't it? You have a regular general knowledge, don't you? Prince looks at Mizuki as if he criticizes her. She is covered by a blanket from head to toe. There is uncomfortable and she refuses eye contact to the prince. It does not have any problem. What do you think? I think so too. I don't have any complaining about her looks. When she used to it, she made possible to entertain guests. Prince and Natsume have a talk. Not as if Hei criticized her, but they were really criticizing her. What are you talking about? I give you a job. I don't want you to run down about royal family. I think royal families are the position that they got run down. So what do you mean, the job? I want you to do the same job as Natsume. Maid? No. This is just, I'm wearing my mom's used one. Doesn't it look good? At least the position is houseboy. Yeah, I'm not saying this to flatter you, but it looks good on you. The position which Mizuki will be is not maid, but a houseboy. He knew that, but he was very relieved. Sorry, servant, but a servant will do it. It's good, the prince said and walked out of the room. And? Although he got angry a little, Natsume calmed down and asked, what should I do? You should take a rest all day today, but you are fine. I can teach you how to clean and guide you to the royal clubs. The needle pointed at 11 a.m. when Mizuki watched the clock. It was bright outside the window. The birds were singing, it's 11 a.m. It is not familiar to Mizuki's character to waste half of today in this room. No, half day of today. Because I am no longer tired, I want you to guide. I want to become accustomed to work early also. I know. Oh, you may go out as this appearance because the clothes are something like uniform of the manservant. The prince intended to make Mizuki a manservant, didn't he? Seeing from the outside, I love Mizuki is gendered in every way possible in this game. Like every way. My understanding is that this is a yaoi game. Like all of the characters are men. But they're all gendered in every way, and I love it because the translation's terrible. Seeing from the outside, the royal palace was rather big, but the inside was different. The king and Ueji have a sanctum and office, respectively. The empress has a clothing room apart from the closet at the room. It is a maid's job to dress up, Majesty, but teach for case something happens. Natsume? Who is the person? I got stopped by a woman in midlife wearing the same clothes as Natsume when she passed me. The person means Mizuki, and the woman gives someone the hairy eyeball. He went almost atrophic. Can he just barely confront someone in a woman with jerk upright? I am the manservant who is supposed to live in from tomorrow. I am, Dogberry? Oh, I'm Mayumi, who am maid of the royal palace. I just suffer from shortage of workers. You have work on the steady starting tomorrow. Alright, I'm looking forward to doing business with you. Natsume, what's today's work? It's cleaned down with give Mizuki a tour. Right. Every effort should be made to keep a close check. Dynamite. Be careful because she's moody and evil. And she's moody and devil. When at the end of tour of inspection with clean down in Royal Palace, Red Cloud's Mizuki is not short on physical strength. Mizuki gave a sigh. And we're having a party today in the stateroom. Party? Yeah, it's about to begin. There's a rumor that says, be short on staff, help houseboy too. And maid captain said it. So Mizuki is good. I think he can serve drinks. Alright, I would do it. However, thing's wrong with exterior. Foreigners guest will come. Do you think Prince take a liqueur by a houseboy of old man? It's not maybe surprising that Bonnie thing is good, but I think no agreeable to that humans. But this is work. Mizuki will for less than it's a ret, and disregard. Alright, however tell me the way to react. Sure. It seems the stateroom is the widest room in a royal palace. The room has many people and dancing center room talk with drinking wine. The old lady and the old man was wearing a bright native costume. It's a liqueur, if you prefer take it. She is still young, but hold forth to girl with be gorgeously dressed. The girl received glass with a smile, who liked child. What? Maybe toddler-aged girl. Oh, gotcha. Maybe toddler-aged girl is a marquisate or earldom's daughter. You look older than Mizuki, with cool girl in the glaring world. That's what we call a difference in upbringing. He keep back a sigh and recommend a recruiter to new gent. Minutes later, we heard songs. Maybe Royal Palace has a singer? At the very beginning, I am not even noticed. But before long, the stateroom went quiet at the other end. After a while, the only sound that could be heard was the singing voice. The transparent, gentle singing voice is heard wide room. Singer is a man. He shut one's eyes, and no look someone. He totally gave mind to the song. After the song was over, the man lowered his head. A storm of applause emerged in the hall. Mizuki would also do the same thing if she did not held the colt on which was put the cure. Hiragi's song is great as usual, Natsumi said with admiration. Mizuki, that was overwhelmed, was able to say nothing. Both were quickly without idling away. The voice that groaning lowly crawled Mizuki's ear. She was amazed, then answered yes. When the party ended, maids and manservants put away all together. The work of the first day finally ended. Mizuki finally sighed when there was only her in the allocated room. She thought it was happy to work, though it was hard work. Try your best and work hard. Mizuki got into the bed and closed her eyes while thinking so. The sense of incompatibility just a hair passed through her thought. but her consciousness came off in darkness without minding it. Mizuki heard someone's voice. She was not able to understand what he said at all. Ki, quiet you without thinking, gather. Mizuki, I'm called? Who? Crash a home in mourning, aberrant behavior. Mizuki! At the moment of waking, he remembered they'd become houseboy over the royal palace than yesterday. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell the get-up time yesterday. No. Thanks. I has never their off, but put a good face on it with don't take out one's frustration on Natsume. He rubbed the sleep from one's eyes and stretch out one's arm. He stare out the darkened window. Houseboy has got to be at work early in winter. After change, coming ground floor refectory. I'll bring in everyone before breakfast. In addition to the case of Mizuki and Natsume, live-in houseboy is total 3, but they don't feel loneliness due to talk of all people in fun as noise. The Juju become calmly and the calling in such a noisy room. All the members saw Dogberry. Ah, I'm Mizuki, living in from yesterday. I am gazed at by more than one human being, and I am perplexed. However, because all of the members returned of the authority such as nice to meet you, well, immediately the thread of tension in Dogberry loosened immediately. I am Fu. Huggy. Namu. Nice to meet you. After the self-introduction ended, the breakfast began. I forgot my voice. The prince's attitude, which is severe on all the members. Clean a room when there is not a prince. The work in the morning is cold with it of the slow time is good because there are many fallen leaves in the clean of the court. The song of the time when Hiragi is staying in the room is good. The time to clean the room of Hiragi can listen and the talking is pleasant. So, where houseboy live in? They have a house? That I of there is a house which slay... Oh, that's one of the hiragana. I don't remember which one. Ya, maybe? Returns to. Paid in the rent became planted unpleasantly not, however. Because the house was far about me of the person where there is a family settles down out of the place the lodgings are a feeling. I am this age, but am a single life. To of the Dogberry, however, why here? Much younger than us. The fruit is, with the origin of me, ghetto area. Really? I too became a manservant with the connection because the mother of I, too, became a maid luck well. I laugh without all the members. The worry, the Dogberry was relieved secretly. There are many persons who disliked ghetto area by hair in the commoner. Too, I had shouted that it didn't touch to. It is the thing to be glad about that cannot change an attitude even if it says the origin at ghetto area. If thinking that there was not some eating gold coin too in snow that fell and that it died, Ouija picked up. Oh, that Ouija picked up? Not believed. When first Ouiji's shoulder Dogberry and I too returned, thought that it does something. Going to make? Ghetto area on what? He used to say, do something with dens of misery. Uh-huh. Oh, has Mizuki told to maid captain? Yes. He said with knitted brows. What's the person? Natsume said with does a takeoff on Mayumi. The table boiled. The table boiled? That person is scary. There are millions of bullied maiden left. Not only maid, houseboy too. The kitchen is good. The motto with chef is kindly severely. Be careful. In okay if saying sarcasm, only you are the last if resisting. Only other Natsume. There seems to be crowds of person who don't think of housemaid captain well. No mark, no mark. At heart repeating, and Natsume said to Miyuki with hangout. So Miyuki, when it is time to eat, you have to bring meals to the workroom of Prince and Mr. Haragi's room first. Moreover, make the courtyard cleaned. You can choose the thing to do first because they are the same after all, even different in turn. It's good to try doing what we taught you, isn't it? Poet, baby. Hiragi-san's room. I'm not sure, I kinda look forward to it. Ah, this time now. He must be at courtyard, never mind. If he's around, it's fun. If it's not... The work is a lot easier. Oh, God. Oh, I forgot you can just, like, scroll. Mizuki was a bit excited to see how gorgeous the interior of the room can be. This is a private room of Hiragi who delivers that beautiful song, and it is a room given to the national guest, after all. The bed placed in the room is surprisingly soft. The sofa is covered with some kind of curried animal skin. This room is different from the other rooms, and there is a piano quietly placed in the corner of the room. Mizuki does not know the good and bad of pianos, but the exterior of the piano has no scratches or fingerprints. It must be well taken care of. The room itself is huge. Definitely not a comparison to the rooms like Mizuki, and manservants sleep in. But there are only one bed, sofa, and the piano. The carpet piles have been stiffly adjusted. It must be easy to clean this room, but is this really a room for the national guest? I don't know. Modest or simple? The furniture had been reduced. The carpet had been changed to something so you can step on. Instead, the beautifully toned piano has been given as replacement. Mizuki gives out a silent scream, shocked to see Hiragi, who came close in the rear of Mizuki soundlessly. What did you do in the rear of Mizuki? Natsume laughs out loud. I didn't mean to shock you. Are you alright? With his eyes shut, Hiragi looks at somewhere different from where Mizuki is looking. Apologetically tells Mizuki so. Mizuki quickly gets up and says sorry, lowering his head, though he knows Hiragi will not be able to see him do so. I am not bothered. Hiragi smiles blindly. That makes Mizuki feel even sorrier. By the way, who are you? I have not heard your voice and footsteps. Natsume-kun is here, so you must be one of the assistant boys now. Oh, I am Mizuki, one of the assistant boys since yesterday. Mizuki-kun, eh? You have such a beautiful voice. Hiragi smiles, but Mizuki is not able to smile back. Mizuki isn't honestly happy having been told that his voice is great by a person who is treated by the country as a national guest for his voice. We're going to clean the room. Will it be okay for you to sit on the sofa? Sure. Hiragi says so and walks towards the sofa. Natsume follows him without saying a word, and Hiragi says thank you to Natsume apologetically and gives a little smile on his face. It must be hard not seeing a thing. Hey, Mizuki-kun. So sorry. Don't worry. It's just your honest thought. It is hard and sad being blind, but I can tell there is someone by feeling him or her, and you can even look for someone by his or her voice. I even feel relieved to find I am not alone when I hear footsteps around me. I'm sorry. Don't be. Oh then, stick around and entertain me when you have free time. I am often not allowed to go out freely as they take me as a national guest. It's more so because I am blind. Certainly. Hiragi's mind is full of maturity, maybe because he has been hit by harsh reality. Even so, he is never cruel, no, if anything, he has the warmest heart than anyone else does. As expected, the cleaning of the room was rather easy. The cleaning took a little longer than they thought as the three of them, including Hiragi, chatted throughout, but it was such a pleasant time. They were even reluctant to leave the room after cleaning. They heard the meeting was over, so they thought they would run into Prince, but then Prince seems to have left for the neighboring country right after the meeting. Is the neighboring country the Holy Luminaria Empire? The country is a religious empire. What on earth is he going to do in there? It seems he's going to have an official meal with the Prince of Lunameria. A luncheon party is only having a meal, isn't it? Is it work? The prince said before, it's also a royal family's work to go to such a place and make a good mood with other countries. Natsume says, mimicking the prince. The tone resembles that of him extremely, and Mizuki laughed in spite of himself. I want to do something for Hiragi. I said rude things to him a little while ago. Though he said he is alright, but he seems to be lonely. He said that he wants me to keep company with him at my leisure. I wonder what I should do. It is difficult. It is not so good to present such a thing, since he is blind. If I could play the piano and... The piano? You see, there is a piano in Mr. Hiragi's room. There is no problem for him to listen to music even though he is blind. That's a good idea. Let's start practicing in the evening. It is annoying we play in the evening, isn't it? No problem. There is a piano room which the prince used when he was small. It is not used now and soundproofing perfectly. Good. Let's do that. You look so happy. Yes. We are driving motivation. Yumi seemed to be amazed at Natsume's excuse, but she went out of the room quickly. After she left, Nemo entered, tilting his head. However, seeing Mizuki by chance, he made an expression that looks a lot like of that of the maid chief. Mizuki, Natsume, you look somewhat weird. Also, the maid chief looked at us in the same way. Uh-huh, I see the maid chief showed mixed feelings on her face. I can give a strong agreement with her now. What do you mean? You are grinning. He whisked his hand to his face with a start. Nemu shrugged his shoulders, saying, Didn't you notice? We think we go to the piano room after finishing work. To piano room? Is that dark one? Dark, but it's the prince's room. Though it is a prince's room, it is a room used by him as a kid. It is no longer used by anybody, so the room gets cleaned only at the end of the year. Natsume. Well, whatever will be, will be. The room is dimly lit and it's dusty, for it's cleaned only a few times in a year. Once, even. Getting into a room with the mouth covered closed and opening the window, the wintry cold air feels like it tastes good. Natsume opens the piano cover and checks inside. The chair is covered with full of dust, and even Natsume does not want to sit on it. The piano seems to be in good condition. As Natsume's fingers are placed on the white keys, the piano starts singing in pure tones. Natsume keeps placing his hands on the keys and starts playing a lively music by his fingers elaborately. Wow, you are great. This is what's popular in this school, a fun music piece. I can only play this piece. Didn't you learn how to play the piano from someone? I learned how to play the piano by seeing. I can play it, so it must be easy for you to play it too. It can't be that simple. The piano. It's out of tune. Mr. Haragi, why are you here? Mr. Nemu told me. He said you two are here. Because I was boring. I came to see, but am I disturbing you? Never. By the way, you said it's out of tune. The pitch entirely shifts a semitone and tss. Haragi covers his mouth and is choked. It must have been the dust that choked him. Are you okay? Haragi-san, please get out of the room right now. You can't hurt your throat. Same goes to you boys, isn't it? Do you want to play the piano in my room? Oh, really? I can't play it. It's a pity the piano is only used to tune my tones. No, you can't. It's Haragi-san, but he's our national guest. Natsume tries to make horns on the head using his fingers, but keeps shaking his head to the sides. He must have wanted to show how furious Main Master will be. I had nothing like that. No one to be treated specially. Aragi's whisper sounds like it's fading away any time. Natsume keeps quiet. He is like a kid who's just found a lost puppy. Aragi is way big for a lost puppy, but he's good enough when it comes to the influence. It should be okay. Let's go. Mizuki-kun. He's inviting us over, Natsume. Are you able to decline the national guest order? If it's an order of the national guest, I guess there's no choice. Done deal, let's go. As they go out of the room and start walking down the corridor, Haragi starts singing to them softly. Ring a bell, dream a dream, go to hell, rebirth, rebirth, a forgotten dream and lost memory. Ring the bell, nobody can change my desire into illusion. Ring my bell. It's in a foreign language. English! Looks like. I don't understand what it means, but it sounds mysterious. But it does sound sad, does it? It's the second time Mizuki enters Haragi's room. There are not many furniture sets, so there isn't dust collected just within half a day. It is not too much to say the room does not seem to connect to life. Oh, this is a new picture. Do you know how to keep rhythms? Well, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Is this it? Yes, something like that. But we play the piano more finely, so it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and so on. I see, it is hard to learn just how to keep rhymes. To be more precise, we say 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, don't we? Yes, we do. It makes us laugh listening to them. But it's a great method. Haragi claps his hands. He says, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Is it to know how many notes are in one specific frame? That's right. You understood it well just by listening to a simple explanation. Mizuki-kun learns quickly. It's fun teaching you. Complimented on him, Mizuki is bashful in spite of himself. Mizuki did not get to touch the keys for today and ended up just keeping rhythms by clapping hands. His hands became red and tingled with pain, but he could even laugh about it because the piano session was so much fun. When he returned to the Stevens... Servant saving grace, it goes without saying that Nemu told him again, gross with unfriendly eyes. Mizuki gets morning tasks with grocery shopping done and was given a break for an hour, so he finished eating his lunch quickly and headed down to Haragi's room. Mizuki alone today, and Natsuki and Mizuki did not have the same break time today, but Mizuki is not at all lonely because he knows there's Haragi for him. The national guests take their meals at a large canteen in the room, so he isn't sure if Haragi will be there. Approaching Haragi's room, Mizuki starts hearing a familiar tune. I have met a cute kitty, in a slumber that feels just like a dream. Raising your tail straight up, where are you walking to? Mizuki enters the room quietly, not to interrupt, and realizes the famous nursery song. Haragi sitting on the sofa. There is a feeling of wrongness when he feels Haragi's beautiful voice singing a nursery song. Maybe it's because he's making a song that is to be sung by children as they run around outside into a vocal music. Mizuki smiles softly and starts singing along to Haragi's singing voice. Are you looking for someone? No, the cat replies. I'm going to look at the sea, the cat replies. Swinging the tail slowly and... Mizuki noticed something just about then. The oversized sofa where Haragi is sitting. Is someone else sitting there? It is a girl who is more beautiful than any town girls around. Any noblemen who are eager to dress nicely to look the best, or any prostitutes who make their charms as weapons. Mizuki has his breath taken away. It was of course because he is nervous seeing such a beautiful girl right in front of him, but more so because the girl was kissing Haragi's eyes that were shut. Is she his girlfriend? It's Haragi, a singer who attracts the royal family with his voice, as such a wonderful person. It is not unreasonable if he has a girlfriend or two. Mizuki-kun? Haragi stops singing and faces where Mizuki is. At the same instant, the girl looks at Mizuki. It is the first time between them, but it is a little bit unpleasant because she excessively stares at Mizuki. Don't you think Mizuki-kun is also good at singing, Tsubaki? The girl, Tsubaki, puts a huge smile on her face for Mizuki. It is such a carefree smile. She shows some signs of childishness, though she may be of Mizuki's age or a year younger. Are you here to practice playing piano? I mean... Excuse me. Oh, Prince, sorry about this. Don't worry about it. Prince stopped Haragi, who was to stand up from the sofa, and turned to Mizuki. I had the piano I used to play tuned. The room has also been cleaned to some degree. Use it. Don't let the chief maid say except for the learning from the guest of the state. I am also tired of that woman. Obey his command. The prince seemed to be fed up and looked a little worn out. He vacantly thought the perfect prince was also not good at something. Natsumi told me the room was perfectly soundproof, so there'd be no problem if she played the piano after work. I should also not get in the way if Haragi has girlfriend, boyfriend. I understand. Thank you for your kind consideration. Not at all. Please tell Natsumi not to get on the wrong side of the head maid. The prince left the room. Shoulders drooped. I wonder what Natsume had done to the head maid. Is that room? I see. Yes, it's a perfectly soundproof. Tsubaki blinked his eyes and looked at Mizuki as if he wanted to say something. But Tsubaki only turned that worried face to him without saying anything. Okay, I'll go back to work. Mizuki got out of the Og room as if he escaped. Mizuki? Mizuki encountered Natsume in the lobby. Mizuki was confused in a moment. Is it lucky or unlucky? What's the matter? Why are you so hasty? You haven't taken a rest? No, there is nothing. More important than that, just now the princess said that because the piano is in the princess's room, has been tuned to use that. Really? Okay. Is it because Chief made him, isn't it? What's it? Yesterday evening I was told to learn from the guest of the state persistently. So I said because it is the command of Mr. Haragi. If you like, confirm it. And it is that you confirmed it with Haragi and found it is true, so you used the princess? I see. It's like this. But the chief maid may be in a mood for a while. It is lucky we can also play piano at night. Let's try our best to practice. Yes. Mitsuki, get back to work quickly. Natsume, if you are not on duty, be in your own room. Yes. Well, she's not in a mood. She is upset. Ring a bell, ring a bell. Rebirth of forgotten dreams and lost memory. Ring a bell, ring the bell. Nobody can change. Ring my bell, ring my bell. Then they fuck. Day the foot of men and maid and the mistress ran out in the royal yard hurriedly. In 2 days' time there will be a party celebrating the King and Queen's 30th wedding anniversary. The large hall will be open as a dance floor and adjoining rooms will be used for conversation and for serving food. There will be plenty of guests from the neighboring empire of Saint Luna Maria, as well as from countries further away where there is diplomatic relation. It will be a huge party, and all the maids and servants were frantically busy in preparation. Normally the head maid would yell after you if she found you running in the corridor in front of the royal family or foreign guests, but on such a busy day, even she turned a blind eye. Mitsuki, can you clean the window off the room? The next floor is dirty. First clean that. The tables are not aligned. God, so many words. When does something happen? Right? Like, something has to happen eventually, right? I mean, so far we're slice of lifing it up. Okay. So there isn't exactly a good way to do anything. Some visual novels have an option where you can, that was a loud bell. Sound was of Tsubaki. Tsubaki is also startled by music. He started jumping to his feet. Oh shit. Okay. That was a terrible transition. It hurt my eyes. Something gonna fucking happen, dog? I feel like I've played the intro. Hey guys, welcome to food. Come on, game. Don't let this end on this game just keeps happening forever. Oh. Oh, is that Tsubaki? Oh, that's a good art. Oh, look at that. That's cute. You know what? That's cute. We're gonna end on the cute image. Why is this game so long? Every time we play it, it's like it's so long. Alright. Goodbye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed Pawperty Damage, which was obviously most of this episode. Bye-bye.